Well, I got the exhaust bolts cut, but now the torsion bars are in the way. For the exhaust to come out, as long as they're connected. But, oh, way over there is a hanger, and maybe one in the back. And if I take them loose, maybe I can get the exhaust to scoot back with the transmission. And I splurged a bit and I ordered a transmission jack from Harbor Freight, but it won't be here until Wednesday, Thursday. So we'll have to see how that goes. But in the meantime, I'll be here all night trying to take this transmission out of here anyway, so I can get to the clutch, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, we got those cut off. Now, I got one more. Right there. So, see you in a minute. Alright. Now, I'm completely out from underneath of it. My legs are completely out from underneath the truck. There's still something holding it. My head is underneath the actual frame of the truck. That didn't feel good. And it just knocked you over, didn't it? Can't tell what happened. Can you see? I can't tell if you can see or not. Oh, and then I knocked you over again. Yay. Anyway. Every time I pry on it, something's pushing back on me. And as far as I can tell, it's not the exhaust. There's some kind of line up here. Two lines. And one, it's like a fuel lines or something. They got clips onto the back of the transmission. Like, why would you do that? Alright. I'm gonna grab a camera and look up there and see how they're attached. Well, maybe y'all can tell me. Oh, what kind of clip? I can't see the screen. Well, we're all crooked as shit. The back of the transmission is trying to go to the passenger side. Majorly. Okay, that's got something to do with it. Okay, well, just automatically came back a little this way. I didn't even touch nothing. Okay. Okay, I think it's just the... that. that shield right there. It's floppy springy. Definitely be a malfunction there. So it's definitely touching it. Coating problem. What is wrong with you? Why you no movie? Okay, if the front end's moving forward and backward that much, ain't no way that shaft's out of there. Okay. Your turn, Jack. Get on the help me up. Okay, Jack. It's time to lift her up a little bit. See what happens. Something gave. And I can back it up with the jack. Nice. Let's see what we got on the other side. Well, this came out a little harder than I thought. My strap did not hold. The back one did. Hopefully I didn't make the transmission case. Transmission's out now. Okay. Completely. Oh, can we get some light over here so I can see if anything's hurt? Well, so far, nothing. There ain't the greatest light under here. But the exhaust is out and down. The only thing holding anything up is the strap back here. Knock over the light. Well, kind of made the heart race a little bit, but that was fast. Well, there's where the strap failed. The hook right there, it's just a little too fat to go around that bar. That bar is too fat. It didn't want to quite hook that hook. And that's why she let loose. But there wasn't nothing else to attach to. Alright. Let's get her out of there. Alright, well, we got the transmission slid off to the side here. It's just off the side of the truck. And look at all that. That's probably going to take a whole can of brake clean itself. Clean that out, not more. But that there is your hydraulic clutch. You got this line here. There's your pedal. You push on that. It goes in there too, squeezes fluid through there, and then it pushes this out, which disengages your clutch. It looks like it needs some cleanup on the edges. Doesn't look like any major exhaust leaks there. Oh, I did catch that one with the torch a little bit. We'll have to clean that up. That is full of grease and oil. Let's clean that up. Alright, give me a minute and I'll get around the other side and we'll see what the clutch and pressure plate. Okay. Hopefully you can see what's going on. And what thing is that? I don't know. Please stick. Oh, that heat shield. One more. One more. Some kind of plastic clips off of something. Yep. They don't guide pins. There we go. Come on. Alright, we got one more up there somewhere. You don't want to let go. There we go. Yeah, don't feel bad. It's not all scarred up. I feel a little bit right in there in that ring. Not much. Okay. That was hard on the elbow. I have to replace that throw-up bearing, or that pilot bearing. I take these 6 bolts out, take the flywheel off, so we can change the rear main seal. So, what size are those? Three-quarter maybe? That's pretty close. If not right, well, let's try a 19 or 18. What we got here? 18 fit? Nope. 19. I don't know which one's bigger, 19 or 3/4. Yeah, they're both about the same. Alright. I found out the ball on the gun and that hole never line the two up. It makes it very hard to get them apart, unless you have one that's falling off all the time. Yeah, man, you know. Expensive gun out of the way. She's coming. And now you can see the seal. Is this one of them where I gotta take the pan down in order to change it? I hope not. But where is there we go. Laying right there. Okay. Never seen such a pilot bearing with such a huge cavity inside there. Looks like Grand Canyon, man. It might be able to just get something hooked in there and just kind of tap it out. Alright. So to pull the pilot bearing out, we're going to shove that full of grease, and then we're going to shove this bolt in there and use it hydraulically to push it out. Hopefully this grease gun works, and I don't have to get my hands all full of grease packing it in there. And you want to try to get all the air out so you don't have any air. And here it comes. Ta-da. I want to do one more. Okay. And then just simply put the bolt in there. Alright, and I guess my bolt ain't tight enough. Alright. Does look like it come out a little bit though. Let's just add more grease and keep doing her. It's gotta keep going. A piece of wood out of there. Okay. That bolt seems to want to come out at all. Between the threads and the needle bearings, too much clearance. Alright. I think we can fix that a little bit. Paper or cardboard. In the meantime, got soaked into that. Scrape all that off. Oh. Take up that little tiny gap with this cardboard. Yeah, much better. Rag. Gotta be air in there or something. That's not budging. Hey, granted, this is only the third or fourth time I've done this. That thing should budge. It should come right out of there. It don't seem to be moving. So I just think there's got to be air that's compressing in there. Because otherwise, it don't have a choice. It's like hydraulics. You put pressure on it, it's got to go somewhere. And the grease wasn't coming out, but the bolt was going in. So you tell me. Need another rag. Alright.
Marcel believes a good ride starts before anyone gets in the car.
What?
But when the world comes to town...
They're supposed to pause and stop. I don't see how you got commercial in there. Anyway. Alright. Regrouped a little. Hopefully got a little bit bigger bar. We got this bar now. And a little bit bigger hammer. So hopefully this one fits a little better. I can get a little bit of swing on her. Okay. Problem is I got this damn heat shield in my way. Good thing it's aluminum. I'll just bend it. I'm gonna have a go. Okay. You know, maybe they use bread for a reason. It ain't near as viscous. I got some hamburger buns over there. Let me go get some of them. Hamburger buns acquired. They're just over there on the other side of the truck. Take a search, shove it in there. And no more fits. That will definitely seal the grease in there. See, I didn't even get through half of the top of the one. Right there. Oh, I can just hit this little tiny point. Come on. What did I do to you? You gotta fight me every minute of every day, every time I try to work on you. Huh? I didn't do it. All right. Well, let's change tactics. Easy now. right here in the middle. No. Okay. In the middle, silly. Not the edge. Okay. I'm gonna get it. Okay. We should. It'll just kind of wiggle that out of there. Ah! It just pulled it apart. What the hell? Wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Ta-da! And out she comes. In other words, you can't just pry on it like it's a big hunk of steel. You gotta be gentle and just kind of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. She wiggles and she giggles. Beats all you ever saw. Learning how to do the watermelon crawl. I suppose my big old head was in the way, wasn't it? Hope not. Guess I'll find out when I do the edit. Now we gotta figure out which one it matches, because it says there's two of them. I'm gonna show you. Okay, according to the parts store, these are two different part numbers that match this engine. This one and this one. And yet, you compare size-wise. That way, they're exactly the same. What I found the difference is in the thickness. That one's a bit thinner, and this one's about the same. So I think I'm going to use the red one and return the black one. Alright, so before I do all that, I only got 28% left on my phone, so I'm going to give it a charge. And it's 3:30 in the morning. It's going to take a little while to charge, but in the meantime I'll try and keep working on that pilot bearing, getting it out, and probably cleaning up some stuff. So we'll catch you in a little bit. Okay, we got to this, and I sprayed it down with PB Blaster and scraped out all the thick stuff at the bottom. So we're letting that all loosen up, and then we're gonna hit her with the brake clean, maybe a wire brush, and we'll find out from there. Well, I got it as clean as I'm gonna get it anyway. A whole bunch of PB Blaster and a whole can of brake clean. Plus I scraped a bunch off the edge. Maybe go over a little bit of sandpaper. It's not real important because it doesn't seal against anything. But you want them to mate up as tight as possible. Keep any wiggle and jiggle and all that kind of stuff from going on. Alright, we shall return. Alright. Let's open up. Find my pocket knife. There we go. Instructions. Well, that's kind of stupid because I'm not at the front of the engine. So why are they giving me instructions for the front of the engine? Well, that's useless. Alright, from what everybody says, from what I can see, let's see, let me get some light right here. There we go. Clean all that up. This should go right on there. That goes. Worms are getting kill me. Still got a lip all the way around. It feels pretty even though. Yeah, right there's a little high. It's down over here. Right here is almost flush. A little more work to do. Oh. Yeah, it's still sticking out some there. All right. Let's see if I can find a wood dowel or something. Alright, well, I couldn't stand the fact that I hadn't worked on this thing in a while. And I just couldn't end the video without a little bit of Redford. So we're going to dump some Looby-Doob in there. A little bit in each one, a little polystyrene fluid here. Maybe even some down in there. But get down in them lifters a little bit. We're going to try them too. That's why I got the gear. Alright, all of them look good. You see I got my chain wrench on there. I made that from the original timing chain. Hopefully the crank will move at least. Oh, that ain't good. Am I breaking teeth off that gear? Yeah, check this out. Or is it just gunk? Might be just gunk. I got a chain tight enough, so I just hand tighten it. the teeth, no. Okay. Okay. That should be in the teeth. I think. Something don't feel right though. Tighten up. Yeah, feels a little better, hopefully. Get over here. Something still ain't right. Still pulling it out. Well, that ain't good. How's the guy supposed to save an engine if you can't get the freaking crank to turn over? I guess that was just debris. It wasn't nothing critical. All right. Just sit there for a minute. Alright. Hopefully that'll work. It seems a lot tighter. I might have to really crank down on this thing, I guess. No. Bring it this way. Feels like it's doing something. Just bending my bar. Does not want to budge. All right. Well, we still recording? Okay. Let's see if we can get the cam to turn. Maybe it'll turn easier. I doubt it. But I think I'll have a better grip on it. come on. Yeah, beat the shit out of my bar. Tip. Okay. Alright, find the hole. There we go. That's just going to keep that from coming off of there. Wow. Band-Aid box again. Come on. Gotta fight. Okay. Now, what do you think? That one's got a little bit more. Ooh! Oh, something broke. I seen the thing moving. Ouch. No. Yeah, man. Oops. Can you still see? Straight pull on it. Just off to the side. Oh! How much you want to bet I just broke that little pin? The shaft is moving, but not the camshaft. I should say the gear is moving, not the shaft. Alright. Well, it's already Tuesday morning, and this video is late, so I gotta get it out, and we'll see you next weekend. And Yep, I broke that pin. She's a boat anchor. There ain't much I can do anymore. Not unless I can get that engine apart. And if I can't get it apart, I can't do anything with it. So, alright, see you next weekend.